the Crane Room for your lunch and dinner rendezvous. You'll enjoy their pleasant atmosphere. The Crane Room takes pride in their wide variety menu. Appetizers, sandwiches, soups, salads, entrees, pasta, and the best burgers in town. Newcastle's best selection of domestic, import, and craft beers from around the world, and the Crane Room features a 35-tap draft system. Ask about their daily specials that will please you every time. The Crane Room is located at 3009 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-656-1553.
When I'm on the go, I take NCTV45 with me.
Give Mangina Outside Services a call when you want a yard project done and done right. Bud Mangina is the owner, and he and his staff will do just about any yard project, and he also does hauling of your trash and unwanted items. Mangina Outside Services covers the greater Newcastle area with very affordable prices. Tell Bud you heard this message on NCTV45, and you'll receive a 10% discount. 614-3658. That's 724-614-3658.
Quiet, relaxing tranquility. That's Bethy's Bakery and Eatery in Valant, Pennsylvania. But you may ask, is it a bakery or is it a restaurant? Bakery, restaurant. Well, they have cakes of every kind. And not only that, they have burgers also, and turnovers, and salads, and donuts, and nachos, and cupcakes, and cream puffs, and just goes on and on. But let's not forget, home of the plate-sized cinnamon roll. Is it a bakery? Is it a restaurant? You decide. Bethy's in Valant.
It's Butts Flowers when you want a wide variety of flowers for any occasion. They also have a selection of fine gifts and more. Butts Flowers is conveniently located in downtown Newcastle at 120 East Washington Street. Call Butts Flowers at 724-652-7727 or toll free from anywhere, 1-800-443-7726. It's Butts Flowers in downtown Newcastle.
Keep watching NCTV45 for Cookin' the Castle. You're going to love it. McCree Sports, 835 Moravia Street, wants you to be on top of your game. Go to McCree Sports for all your sporting needs. You can call them at 724-654-6065. McCree Sports. They'll make you shine.
Hi, I'm Gary West for NCTV45. This is another edition of Focus NC. This is part 3 of a 3-parter. Make sure you tune into parts 1 and 2. My guest is Pennsylvania State Representative of the 9th Legislative District, Chris Sainato. Thanks for being with us again, Chris.
Well, it's great to be here, Gary.
Because I know you got a busy schedule, and it's good of you to take some time to stop in our studios today. And you're co-sponsoring legislation that would make Newcastle eligible for the City Revitalization Improvement Zones program. Now, this program helps communities develop vacant and blighted and abandoned properties for commercial use. So, Chris, can you expand on that? And also, Newcastle was under Act 47. I just want to remind everybody. Would that give the city some priority status if it applied for the program? Kind of a compounded question.
Yeah, I mean, Act 47 was what Newcastle's in. It's a third-class city. We have a lot of financially distressed third-class cities in the state. Under these proposals, third-class cities would be given a priority, such as Newcastle, to clean up blight, clean up bad areas as far as abandoned properties, because the city only has so much resources to be able to go after these properties. And a lot of times you have people abandon them. You have landlords who don't even live here anymore. And, they have their hands full. And in order for a community to expand, you want to clean things up. And this program, it was a pilot project which actually done near the Allentown area. And we want that expanded to other third-class cities such as Newcastle, to be able to make it easier for the city to go after, some of the bad property owners. And we also want to provide revenue to go and clean up the blight. I mean, if a city's going to grow, you have to make it nice. And we got a nice historical area up in the North Hill of Newcastle. You want to see money put into that. But if you have an abandoned house, close to that, how does it help, for the property values up there? How does it help more people to want to come in and buy and make owners feel pride in their property? And that's what we need. We need people to feel good about their property and invest money into it. But I mean, from the government's responsibility is to make it easier for the city of Newcastle to go out there and go after the bad property owners.
So is it just going to be used for commercial use after that?
Well, it will be, but it's also, it could be used for, a bad residential property as well. I mean, that's the next phase. There'll be phases to it.
And the other part of that question was, because Newcastle's on Act 47, does that give Newcastle priority status?
It should, yes. It gives them a priority just because of its status, because the goal is to get them out of Act 47 eventually.
You're co-sponsoring HB 1800 that would establish a Made in Pennsylvania program to encourage Pennsylvania residents to purchase products that are made right here in the Commonwealth. How's that coming along?
Well, this is more of a good something to alert and educate people, because a lot of times they want to know where things are made, and we want to promote products that are made within Pennsylvania. And a lot of times people would want to buy something there, knowing that it's made here. And I think, it doesn't cost money. It just alerts and educates people. And if we can do that, it's patterned off the Made in the USA, where people, these are American products, and, you go into a store, this was made, example, made in Pittsburgh. And people say, oh, yeah, I'd rather buy that product knowing it was made in the United States. And our goal is that it was made in Pittsburgh. That's even better. I mean, you have different companies like Snyder's of Berlin and Pennsylvania that does the potato chips.
Sylvania light bulbs.
Sylvania light bulbs. I mean, these are things that, it may not be a major thing, but a little bit here. Hey, those are Pennsylvania jobs. Those are people that are working here, and they take pride in making it. So, people have a right to buy whatever they want from wherever they want. But sometimes there's certain people say, hey, I'd like to buy something made in Pennsylvania, so why not make it easier for them?
Before we close out on segment 3, I have to ask you this, because this is really on most people's minds throughout this region, throughout Newcastle, Lawrence County mostly. And what's the latest development on the proposed Lawrence Downs Casino and Racetrack Resort? Residents here in Lawrence County have been, as you know, patiently waiting for the go-ahead for 10 years now, because this started in 2004. Here we are in 2014. And I know that the nearby Austintown, Ohio Casino and the track will be opening September 17th. And if we do get the Lawrence County Racetrack and Casino, that's going to create 1,000 construction jobs, 600 permanent jobs. They're going to have 1,000 slot machines, 36 table games, a 1-mile track, and that would be the only one in Pennsylvania. So can you give us an update on what's going on?
Well,
because I know you attended a lot of those meetings.
Well, we've done the hearing. We had the hearing on May the 8th out in Mahoning Township. It went very well. We had all levels of government there, all community leaders. We had the chamber. We had labor leaders there. Commissioner Vogler spoke on behalf of the county. We had everybody on the same page. The only people that were there to oppose it were the other casinos. And, they don't want competition, but unfortunately for them, that's what it's about. I feel comfortable. I think the hearing went well. Our next phase, we're waiting for a suitability hearing in Harrisburg. Under the state law, which was passed on July the 4th, 2004, you have to have a hearing in the district, which we did. Then you have to also have one in Harrisburg, where they go through the financials. We've got a good, solid company there. I mean, you have Penn National, which will be the operator, and you have 3 very wealthy business people from Philadelphia who's investing along. Mr. Long put this whole package together. So, I mean, there's just so much positive. It's just very frustrating as this process is moving so slow. I want it done as well as I think everyone in the county want it done. But we're moving forward. I mean, the hearing went well. We're waiting to get word on when the hearing in Harrisburg is going to be. And after that, then the board will make a decision. But under the law, if you have a harness license, which we have a harness license, you should be awarded a casino license as long as it meets the criteria. And they've done all the background checks. We've had the hearing out there. And as long as financing stays in place, and I feel very comfortable with Penn National. They're one of the top gaming companies in the country. They're the ones who's doing Austintown. But the difference with Austintown is it's going to be thoroughbred racing, and they're going to be video slots. That's it. We're going to have full casino gaming in Pennsylvania. Table games, blackjack, craps, poker. You're going to have real slot machines to play with. That's why we have such an advantage. And I believe that's why Penn National is making the investment to be the operator here. And I think that's important because I don't think they would want to be the operator here if they didn't think it would be a success. So that's where we're at, Gary, and nothing will make me happier to be able to say, hey, groundbreaking is going to be on this date. And we just got to be patient because we are going the right direction. We're in it. It was very frustrating a few years ago when Centaur went bankrupt. We thought we could lose everything. We could have, but we were very persistent. We stayed on target. We stayed on focus. We never gave up on this thing, and we're still there. And hopefully within a few months they're going to have that hearing, and then we should get a decision. And
once the go-ahead is given, if it's given, it'll take 15 to 18 months to actually
construction and everything.
Get it up and running, and
could be
hopefully,
sooner,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I hope it'll be sooner than that.
Yeah, but I mean, they move quickly because every day that it's not operating, they're losing money, and the state needs the revenue as well.
Do they prepare the land up there at this point?
Yeah, the land is ready. I mean, the sewer's in. Everything that the local elected officials, the county elected officials have done, they've done. We're ready. We're just waiting for the approval of the gaming license when the investors don't make their investment. They could start building tomorrow if they wanted to, but they have to have a license. I mean, that's where the money's at. The money's in the table games and in the slot machines. It's not in the racetrack.
I hate to put you on a spot, but can your personal opinion, gut feeling, you got a time frame?
I would hope within the next 6 months that this thing, the license gets issued. I have a feeling. I mean, the gaming board wants to get this done too. I mean, it's in no one's best interest that we keep waiting and waiting. I mean, the state needs revenue. Those are dollars that's not being put into the property tax relief fund. And those are jobs that are not there right now that could be paying state tax and local tax and spending money in the community. So, it's to everyone's best interest that this get done as quickly as possible.
Thanks for being with us, Chris. If you want to get a hold of Chris, he's always there for you, helps a lot of people at his office in downtown Newcastle at 20 South Mercer Street. You can call that office at 724-656-1112. Any other contact information you want to pass along?
No, we're down on South Mercer Street in Newcastle, and I have a great staff there ready to help.
Thanks. Chris Sainato, State Representative, 9th Legislative District. And that's it for Part 3 of Focus NC. Make sure you tune in to Parts 1 and 2. Lots of information covered with Chris Sainato. I'm Gary West for NCTV45. We have a great relationship with Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors in downtown Newcastle at 210 East Washington Street. And whenever you watch Focus NC, my wardrobe is furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors.
Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Bill Cast is the owner, and he and his staff keep the tradition going with all those bakery items that you remember as a kid. Just to name a few items, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and so much more. Bill's Bake Shop, located at 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed on Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223. Make it Lanigan's Irish Pub, where you'll be amazed with the weekly specials. Pub grub, salads, burgers, sandwiches, Irish specialties, and desserts. Lanigan's has a full bar featuring domestic, craft, and Irish draft beer. You can also book a party at Lanigan's at 126 East Washington Street in downtown Newcastle. As they say at Lanigan's Irish Pub, the best Irish food since Ireland. Call 724-657-3444.
This is NCTV45. You can watch us anytime
It's
on
Little
your
Johnny's
time.
Pizza 2 in downtown Newcastle with a great variety menu that you will tell everybody about. Chris Quiera, the owner, is here with more information.
Stop down and see us at Little Johnny's 2. We're located at 130 East Washington Street, or give us a call at 724-657-2210.
Haynes Comfort Living Furniture, 32 North Beaver Street in Newcastle. There's no place like home, and there's no place like Haynes for that special look that'll leave your company in awe. It's Haynes in downtown Newcastle.
Whether it's a scheduled appointment or same-day service, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning offers 24/7 service for commercial, industrial, and residential, as well as fire and water damage restoration. Using state-of-the-art technology, DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning experts are ready to professionally clean your carpet today. Call DiCaprio Carpet Cleaning for a free in-home estimate. Thank you for making us Lawrence and Mercer County's largest carpet cleaner.
Every